I have over 30 vinyls in my collection, and in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing all of them, from normal ones to one that is even worth $250. And so without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So, we are going to be starting off this video with my Green Day vinyl collection, and the first one I'm going to be showcasing here is this Dookie vinyl that you just saw. It is a black vinyl, super cool, one of the first vinyls I ever got, and then obviously there is the photos and the lyrics and everything, but overall a really cool record and definitely one of my favorites I have. Next up in the Green Day collection is the Insomniac 25th Anniversary 2LP vinyl. This one is super cool. It's kind of limited edition, but it's not worth a lot. And it also has this really cool engraving on side B of the live vinyl, because they didn't have enough music to do both sides, so it's this really cool engraving of the cover art. But yeah, Insomniac is definitely my favorite Green Day album, and this vinyl is also just amazing. Finally, for the Green Day vinyl collection, we have their new album, Saviors, on a Amazon exclusive, like neon pink vinyl, I think is what they called it. And this one is super cool. This is an amazing record. I absolutely love it. And the color of the vinyl is just so cool. It's just amazing. Moving on to another classic pop-punk band, we have Sum 41, and to start off this showcase, I'm going to be showing my All Killer No Filler black vinyl. This is the first Sum 41 record that I got. It is amazing, probably one of my favorite albums of all time. It's an amazing album, and yeah, I really like this record. My next Sum 41 vinyl is the Does This Look Infected 15th Anniversary vinyl. And this vinyl is printed on a color vinyl. It is a super cool blue vinyl. But another interesting fact is that I don't know if this was a mistake that was like widespread or if it's rare. But they actually didn't include the lyrics for the Hell song in the lyric booklet, which is really interesting. But yeah, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. And yeah, this is an amazing record. My last Sum 41 vinyl is their new album, Heaven X Hell, on a rare red and blue cornetto vinyl, but that is one of my rarer vinyls that I will be showcasing at the end of the video, so make sure you watch until the end to see all of my rare vinyls. And with that, let's go on to the next band. Okay, so I lied, we're not going to be doing a band in this next section, but we are going to be sticking with the punk and pop-punk theme, and I'm going to be showcasing my miscellaneous punk and pop-punk vinyls, so let's get right into it. The first vinyl from this section I'm going to be showcasing is my Blink-182 Greatest Hits vinyl. It's a Greatest Hits vinyl, it's a super good record, and yeah, I love it. Sticking with the pop-punk theme, we have The Offspring's Americana. This is another amazing record. It's my only Offspring record, but it is super cool. I mean, I love The Offspring, I love this record, and so, yeah, this is another one of my favorites. Next up is one of my favorite newer bands, Turnstile. This is the album that kind of put them on the map. This album is called Glow On, and it's super cool, super great record. And the packaging is very unique on this vinyl because there's kind of like an outer like covering that the actual like packaging that holds the vinyl is kind of slid into. So yeah, really interesting and a really good record. Alright, so next up we have the Ramones self-titled album on black vinyl. And finally, to finish off the miscellaneous punk section, we have the Sex Pistols. Never mind the bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols on black vinyl. Alright, next up we have my Nirvana vinyls, starting off with Nevermind. This was my first Nirvana vinyl I got. It is on black vinyl, and it is definitely one of my favorite records ever. Recording a video that's gonna get 7 views. It's taking 1,000,000 hours to get through a 4th or 5th of the video. Why am I doing this? Next up we have Nirvana's In Utero vinyl, but this is actually a special 25th anniversary edition. And it comes with an extra mini vinyl inside of it, a 7-inch with some of their singles. and both of them are black vinyls, and yeah, I can't really decide if I like this one more than Nevermind. I think they're two great records, but yeah. Those are my only two Nirvana vinyls, so now it's on to the next section. Woo! Hello! I'm back from my break, which means we can go on to the next section. Whoop. So next up, we have my Ghost vinyls. And if you're wondering how I got so many vinyls, one of my friends' parents, they work in the record industry, so they've given me some. And I also just love collecting vinyls, but like I'm not that big of a Ghost fan, but they work for the record company that has Ghost, so they gave me like 3 Ghost records, which is cool. But anyways, this first one is the prequel on Tangerine vinyl, which is super cool. This is an amazing album, and yeah. Next up, we have Pope Star, Ghost's EP. This is on like a gray smoke vinyl, and yeah, this is another really cool album. And finally, we have their other EP, Phantomime, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but is on a Target exclusive gold splatter vinyl, which is really cool. What's up, everybody? I'm back, another new outfit, because guess what? My iPad ran out of storage. But luckily, this is just around the time where I actually just got a new iPad. Not just to film this video, obviously, but my iPad was pretty old, so I got a new iPad. But anyways, we can continue now. So, moving on to my Rage Against the Machine vinyl, starting off with their self-titled album, Rage Against the Machine. This is honestly one of my favorite albums of all time. I am very happy that Apple Music put this in the top 100 albums. And yeah, this is just a classic black vinyl, but it is really cool. It's one of my favorite albums. Alright, next up we got Rage Against the Machine, Battle of Los Angeles. This is another really good album, and yeah, another just normal black vinyl. Moving on to our next category, we have Metallica vinyl. This first one is a Metallica Kill 'Em All vinyl. I got this when my collection was still pretty small, normal black vinyl, and yeah. And then my other Metallica record is Master of Puppets, and this one, obviously, this is an amazing record. And yeah, it's on black vinyl, and it also comes with this little digital download card. So yeah, for anyone who wants to download Master of Puppets, there is a free code for you. You're welcome. So the last category of vinyls before I show you some of my rarest vinyls is just some miscellaneous rock vinyls. And this is going to be a pretty long category, so feel free to skip ahead to this timestamp to get to the rare vinyls if you want to. Starting off, we have Abbey Road by the Beatles. This is an amazing record. I feel like you have to have a Beatles record in any collection. And so, yeah, there's Abbey Road by the Beatles on black vinyl. Next up, we have a newer addition to the collection from a newer band. This is Life Under the Gun by Military Gun, and this is on a really cool vinyl color called Coke Bottle Clear. Next up, we got a vinyl by a band called I Don't Know How, But They Found Me. It is called Razzmatazz, and it is on a tan vinyl, I believe. Next up, we got a vinyl by a really cool new band called Movements. This record is called Ruckus, and it is on a blue and white splatter vinyl. This is one of my favorite vinyl designs that I have in my collection. Next up, this is one of the first vinyls in my collection. This is Devo, Duty Now for the Future, and this is a really cool vinyl, really old, and yeah, it is just normal black vinyl. So next up we have a record that's kind of falling apart, so I can't really show it. This is Too Far to Care by the Old 97s. It's a double 2 LP on black vinyl, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it because it's kind of falling apart right now. Next up we got a vinyl by a band called The Front Bottoms, who I saw at the When We Were Young festival. Make sure to check out that vlog if you haven't already, it's really cool. And I actually haven't listened to this record yet, but I want to. And yeah, normal black vinyl again. Alright, next up we got Weezer, the Blue Album, and yeah, this is just standard black vinyl once again. And finally, last up for the miscellaneous rock vinyls, we have Brothers by the Black Keys, and this is a 2LP black vinyl. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, it's time to look at some of my rarest vinyl records. Let's go. Alright, once again, new day of filming, new outfit, but it is finally time for our final category, my rarest vinyls that I have, and we are going to start with Devo's Smooth Noodle Maps. This is a Japanese import. It is a deluxe edition, and it is on a vinyl that they call Donut Glaze, and it also has a bunch of like accessories. It's a 2LP, and it's really cool. Alright, next up we have Sum 41's new album, Heaven Exhale, on a red and blue, I believe it was called a Corvette vinyl. I will correct myself in a post if that is wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think on Discogs that there were only 1,000 copies of this made. Again, I might be wrong, but this is an amazing record, and this is a super, super cool looking vinyl. Next up, we have this Denzel Curry Melt My Eyes vinyl, and it is on a limited edition, I believe Blue Smoke is what it's called, and I haven't opened this one yet, mainly just because if I have a rare vinyl and I know it's rare, and I don't think I'm going to really listen to it, I'm just going to leave it sealed because it increases the value, so yeah. Next up, we have my second rarest vinyl. This is by a band called Movements. This is their debut EP, and it is only 1,000 copies of this were made, and it is on a beer-colored vinyl. This is another one that I have kept sealed, and this one is about $100 if you buy it off Amazon. So yeah, this one is pretty expensive and pretty rare. And then finally, my rarest vinyl is Ice Nine Kills, Welcome to Horrorwood on Good Guy Green. Only 400 copies of this were ever made. The only listing I could find anywhere online was on eBay, where it sold for $250. And me, being the dumb person that I am, I unwrapped it, even though I have never really listened to it. I listened to like one side of side A. I decided to unwrap it before I looked up its value, and now I know that it is super rare, but this is my rarest vinyl I have. I will show you the vinyl right here because it is already unwrapped, but yeah, this one is pretty rare. And there you have it. That is my full vinyl collection, from random vinyls I have to a $250 super rare vinyl. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I spent a lot of time on this video, and I will see you next time. See ya.